Good. Seems to go good.
Adam, just your name and outlet for me.
All right.
Hey, Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam Alterberg with Comic Book the website.
Awesome.
And I'm here with the three badasses of the Scorch trials.
Yeah.
So, there's a catchphrase in this movie that wicked is good. I want to ask you guys honestly, do you prefer Book of Mormon?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Have
Josh
you seen it
Gad?
out here at the Pantages?
I have not, unfortunately. I want to see it, though. Out here.
I haven't seen it.
So, in this movie, you guys are under the guidance of the wise Thomas. But I want to know, if you guys were the stars of the movie, what were you guys doing during all the time you're off camera? What would a movie about this trio be like?
Well,
Food.
you know what's, yeah, food. I always find it interesting that in movies they never have people go into the bathroom. So I would definitely be, you know.
They're in a certain type of movie, that's all they feature.
Yeah, that's true.
I can
Yeah.
send you some links.
But I think as a runner, I have to stay well hydrated. So you'll see just shots of me running, and then maybe
Checking water supplies.
checking water supplies, drinking, and then having a little.
So like Waterworld, with that famous scene where that you guys haven't heard of and therefore isn't.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know.
Waterworld in the
I think
desert.
I'll have, yeah, hopefully I'll have enough supplies of water of my own.
In this vision of the future, all the clothing is naturalistic, kind of things we wear nowadays.
Yeah.
Is that a fun version of the future, or would you prefer to be wearing like lycra, silver,
Like this?
shoulder pads? That kind of thing?
I think this is actually kind of retro, right? Like, you know, the leather jackets, it's kind of very Grease Lightning, John Travolta-esque leather jackets, or riding them. Yeah, you know, that kind of thing.
I think it's meant to be all clothes that was just hanging around. I mean, we got them Wicked, and I think when we got Wicked, it's just like, I thought of it as just a big bin of clothes that they were just dishing out. It's just standard stuff.
Whatever was left.
That's just left hanging
Seems
around.
like a lot of blue and white costumes. What's your thought on the color palette of the movie? The heavy use of blue and white to imply like an industrial future setting.
I liked it, especially when you put it up against the sandy colours and the kind of the broken down colour. Yeah, I thought the whole movie had a kind of broken down feel and look to it. I think our DOP did a great job, and costume designer, and just the general design of the film I think looks great, and the light is really nice, and all the dark stuff in the tunnels works really well. I really like the whole composition of it.
Perfect. According to, I just made this up, the movie was nearly called The Scopes Trial. What do you guys think about this 1920s case, and should evolution be legal in Tennessee? Do you support the Butler Act?
Should evolution be legal in Tennessee?
The concept of evolution or the teaching of evolution, either of those two.
Should it be illegal?
Illegal or
Well,
legal?
that was what the case was about,
Right.
teaching
I
evolution
think-
in high school.
I think you should teach evolution. You should teach
Creation.
Creation. You should teach both things.
I think you should allow people.
Yeah.
I think you should allow
Yeah.
people the opportunity to hear and learn everything, and then
Yeah.
they can make the decisions themselves.
Do you agree with that?
Everything that humanity has to offer, I think everyone should be open to learn and hear about, even if they don't agree with it, and
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
their own decisions in life.
That is wonderful. In this series, we see teens, especially you guys, brought to heights of violence, but it never seems to be as violent as the version of, as the violence that adults do. What do you think about that? Was it, what do you think that says about our modern world, that this is, that almost all the adults in the movie are evil, or at least menacing?
Well, I think it's what we know. Remember, in the Maze Runner, our minds have kind of been cleared and erased, and we're just kind of relearning everything a little bit, especially about the outside world. And in the Glade, the one thing that was most important was staying together in unity. And so we don't really know about conflicts and all those kind of things. And when it arises, we handle it in a very mathematical way. But camaraderie is important to us in the Glade. So when we get out into the regular world, when we see that's kind of abandoned, I think that's why it seems that adults seem to be a little bit more violent, because that's just something that, as young adults, we weren't really used to.
I think they have the selfishness of survival ingrained into them, because they've been spending their whole lives in this situation, you know, and we've been spending our whole lives in comparison, you know, quite a nice situation. I mean, other than the fact that you're barricaded in and there's nasty monsters outside. I mean, the Glade itself was actually a very pleasant atmosphere. It was nice. We had food brought to us. We had parties,
I hope,
survival.
Comicbook.com viewers can spend a little time in the controlled atmosphere of their local Theater House. Thank you guys for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, man.
Thank you, man.
Cheers.